Good afternoon, everybody. It is the 2nd of June 2018, and we've had some movement today in PUBG on the Xbox One in forms of more information from the developers. Now, you may have read or heard or seen a few days ago, Bluehole sent a letter. Well, they put a letter on their Xbox official forum, and one on the PC one as well, explaining how they're very well aware that the PUBG game is poorly optimized and they could do much better, and they're going to be doing much better over the following months to make the game run the way it is. And they follow that up today with another letter, and we've had a quick patch as well that they've dropped. So I'm going to go through these patch notes, go through this letter, and then we're going to play a little bit of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds as well. They say this is a follow-up to our recent dev letter addressing player concerns. They say we've received a lot of feedback from players that you'd like us to be more frequent and transparent with our communication. We've heard you loud and clear. That's why today we want to expand upon that post and share more detailed information regarding current issues, their status, and what we're doing to get them resolved. This is going to be a long read. Don't worry, I'm not going to read all of it. Let me just mute my mic, my speaker, sorry. Our dev team has expanded and continues to expand in real time. Well, I'm glad it's not expanding in slow motion, which will accelerate the rate of development. This hasn't happened overnight, and we'll continue to expand our dev team over time. We'll continue working to improve the game as fast as possible. With that said, let's get started. Because the sad reality of PUBG at the moment is, especially when you're playing in squads or duos, over a game session that's more than 2 games long, guaranteed one of you is going to crash. Last night I was playing with Keith, and over the period of 4 games, he crashed once and I crashed twice. I crashed twice in the same game. You know, I survived one crash, and then I crashed again. It's mental. And it's very disappointing because the gameplay of PUBG is excellent. It's just the stability we seem to be taking 2 steps forwards and 2 steps back, you know. Anyway, the next patch is planned to release on June the 5th. We may push this patch out earlier. They're not clear whether the patch they've pushed out this morning is that patch or not. We haven't generally given specific dates until we're completely confident with them, leading to a lot of frustration. Please understand that we want to share important dates as soon as possible, but we also don't want to disappoint you by giving you a date which may change. Patch info. The next patch, currently planned for June 5th, which might have been the one that came out this morning, will include fixes for game HUD stats not updating, as well as a fix for a common cause of crashing. We'll also be implementing improvements to elastic accuracy control for characters, a system we recently introduced to reduce crashing and lag in heavily populated areas. We'll detail more about that in a later post. There will also be improvements to our prediction-based level streaming system, which we'll also elaborate on. There are many issues that need to be fixed in regard to performance, stability and gameplay. Some will take more time than others. We're working hard to address all issues that can negatively affect your gameplay experience as quickly as possible. So then they go into more detail about what they're doing, and they're talking about stability, crashing and dashboarding. And basically they're saying that the reason that why we've had this step backwards since the last patch is because they introduced a feature that isn't being used but will be used soon, that the game would sometimes try and talk to, but it couldn't, so that would make the game crash. They're also talking a lot about dynamic loading systems, so that as you're parachuting down, and as you're going into buildings, it's only loading the buildings around you, not the ones that are over the hill. You know, we all know about that jelly mold effect, don't we? And stairs not being there and stuff. I mean, it's a problem of speed with the Xbox and I guess PCs as well, being able to load all this stuff into memory, because with an SSD card on Erangel, everything loads as soon as you're out of the plane anyway, and as soon as you hit the ground, everything's there. On Miramar, you sometimes get a bit of a delay, but only a second, if most, when you hit the ground, because there's a lot more going on. I don't know, it's very interesting. You think, well, why? The big problem is accessibility to these buildings. You know, you land on the ground, and then everything's not loaded in. But it only really once you're on the ground, it only needs to load in things that are within, 25 meters of you, doesn't it? Because that's how far you can run. You'd think they would have sorted that out by now, but I know it's very, very frustrating. They talk about server performance, and the fact that the game gets laggy and trying to avoid that, and various little bugs as well. And they go on to say We will continue to address bugs while improving performance and stability. Hopefully this post has answered your questions and addressed concerns you may have. We again want to take this opportunity to apologise for our lack of communication. It's like, well, not, to be honest, PUBG, Xbox team, I don't really care about you telling me what's going on. All right? Just update the game and get it running. I just don't want it to crash. That's what I don't want. I do not want this game to crash. Please, 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 I do not want to have to keep turning it on and off again after sort of 4 games. Anyway, so this other patch was pushed out this morning. And in the notes to that one, they say, recently we shared a dev letter that gave a preview of some upcoming performance improvements that we'll be implementing for PUBG in Xbox One. We'll need time to deliver on all of those improvements, but in the meantime we've got a small patch here with some bug fixes, improvements to Miramar, and a new team killer reporting function. Optimization and stabilization. Prediction-based level streaming is improved, so this should be better for loading items in. Elastic accuracy control for characters has been improved. Don't know what that means. We introduced some back-end changes to prepare for an upcoming feature, and in some cases the game would try to interact with this feature, causing the game to crash. Okay, so they've taken that out. Good, which they should have done anyway. Player reporting. So hence now, from now on, if you get killed by a member of your team, you can then report them. And I guess if you're a subject to a number of team killing reports, you'll get a ban or for a period of time or from the game. Yeah, great. In the world Miramar, improvements were made mainly in the northern part of Miramar to make it a more appealing area. So the oasis has been made bigger. There's more car spawning positions to facilitate easy travel in and out of this area. I guess this just means the north. Certain problematic terrain elements, which would cause weird collisions or movements, have been fixed for smoother driving. We've added extra farming points to loot in the map. Great. We've added more objects like trees in the northern part of Miramar for cover. Yeah, not really bothered by that. The rolling countryside normally does it. The interiors of certain buildings have been simplified. Bug fixes. Fixed an issue where motorbike tires would not burst even when damaged. Didn't know about that one. Some issues related to motorbike crashes have been fixed. Game Hub stats will now be shown correctly. So, nice small patch. Why don't we dive in? Chances are we're not going to get Miramar, are we? We're just going to get Erangel over and over again. But hey, you never know. We might get lucky. Oh, that's nice. It's very warm here in the UK at the moment. Very, very warm. Been out getting a new exhaust fit to the car. Which fell off yesterday as I was coming down the motorway. Happy days. So let's see. Now remember, when you're watching the gameplay, although I am on a Xbox One OG, so the original Xbox, I do have an external solid state hard drive fitted. So that means things load in very, very quickly. So it's not really a fair comparison. If the stream just ends, it means that the game has indeed crashed, because when the game crashes, the Twitch app crashes as well. And it's the end of that. Right, we're on Erangel, aren't we? I mean, overall, I've got to say the game runs pretty smooth now anyway, doesn't it? You get frame rate drops as you're parachuting in as you get near the ground. But I think one of the problems they're faced with is that if they manage to load things faster into the Xbox's memory as you're parachuting, that puts strain on the Xbox in and of itself, and the frame rate drops, because I've noticed that. I'll be coming down, and because all the buildings are there, the frame rate's dropping. But I do have this big advantage that when I hit the ground, the buildings are rezzed in. I can open a door, I can run in, I can run up the stairs and pick up a weapon. Go away. Yeah, have some of that. So it is a massive advantage, and if you do have a spare sort of £80 available, you know, I would say invest in an SSD. And apparently, people like the average sniper use a SSD external HD card, HD drive, sorry, and they notice the improvement even on Xbox One X's, sorry. Right, where are we going to go? This is really... Oh, it's a bit of a Severny drop, this one, isn't it? Let's go to Severny. See what happens. Though this northwest to... I must have got the same idea. Road is notoriously crap for cars. I might open my chute early, actually. But yeah, if you look carefully at the screen... In fact, if I open my chute, you'll be able to see it better. If you look east to Severny, you see the buildings are already there. If you look over to the shooting range, sort of to my right a little bit, you know, the buildings are already there. Now that's the SSD drive kicking in. Nothing else. And unfortunately, well, you won't get that if you haven't got an SSD drive. I'm very pleased I got mine, but they are not cheap. But it is a good upgrade. And the obvious improvement is to PUBG. But I guess other games run better as well. Has he found a vehicle? Is that a vehicle there? That's a vehicle there. Oh, I need to stay in the air. Okay. The guy's obviously intent on causing me some hassle, isn't he? Can't see him though. This is the Fortnite meta. Double shotguns. Just going out of the house, isn't he? Okay, we'll respect each other's distance for now. Obviously, this is all in the name of research as I avoid combat. quick draw. Already got one, thank you. Come on, a nice AR would do, wouldn't it? Don't know why I'm picking up another quick draw mag. I've got loads of them. I simply cannot believe I haven't come across an AI yet. Right, we gotta go and kill this guy. Get his AR. Not good. Not good, not good, not good. Not a good start. Not a good start. See, I tried to push him when I didn't know where he was. He knew where I was. Fluffed my shotgun shots. Well, let's dive in again. Let's see if we can get some... In fact, it could be the shotgun choke that did it in for me then, couldn't it? With that tighter spread, it meant that... I didn't clip him. But when in fact what I should have done is back off, got into cover, waited for him to come round, and then popped out and just blatted him. 2 shots would have probably taken him out with the double barrel. But hey, this is all about practice. Alright, here we go. Right. Yes, I did all that on purpose. I died early on purpose. So we would get Miramar. We would get the desert map. We could see if this game loads smoother, which it does for me anyway because I've got an SSD. But one of the big things you'll notice is that as soon as the lobby starts, I'm in it. You know? Whereas a lot of the time on Xbox, well, before I had the SSD, the lobby would barely load. In fact, sometimes I would load straight into the plane. It would take so long. It also means when the game crashes, I can load back in incredibly quickly as well. Love this map. Real difference to Miramar, Erangel, sorry. It's great having these big open spaces where instead of peaking trees, you're using the terrain. the sheer verticality of the terrain as it goes up and down. Hopefully these patches will bring back a little bit more stability to first-person lobbies as well. Because I haven't played much first-person because it's been a nightmare trying to get it. In fact, when we've been playing squads, we haven't been able to get games of first-person, which is normally our preferred mode. Right, where are we? We are coming in from the northwest, I think. Alright, north. So we're just flying over the larger... in fact, what we should do... We should go somewhere where there's lots of buildings, shouldn't we? And I can kind of show you. How about San Martin? There's plenty of buildings in San Martin. Martin, isn't there? Right. So again, you can see how the buildings have already loaded as soon as I'm out of the plane. But that again, it's probably the SSD, not any update they've done. See, they just went pop there. Which means that the detail is loaded in for me. Right, we got anybody with us? One guy there to my left. That's all I can see. But yeah, it's all very smooth. But again, you've got to take that with a pinch of salt because again, I'm running a SSD, which makes things very fast. Let's do this roof. There's that reload bug though. They're having a fight over there, aren't they? Can't see them though. I'm always a bit nervous until I get a AR. Somebody just took somebody out. Come on, you said there's more weapons. Come on, give me more weapons. Don't make me run through an entire building and not finding anything. It's not fair. We need a backpack desperately. Come on, where's the backpacks? vest. Somebody already been through these buildings. Right, backpack. Let's start. Oh, I have increased my sensitivity actually, so that may be why I'm having a bit of trouble. These buildings are huge, aren't they? Huge with nothing in them. That's the catch. You know, that's why people don't like Miramar. Because you can be wandering around for ages. And it's like you don't find anything. Got myself a little bit lost now. It's just out there, wasn't it? That's better. I like a hollow up close. Alright, we've got another floor. We've got another floor after that as well. It's not a door. You see how it's very easy to lose your sense of direction as you... 2 times scope. Nice. Vehicle down hell? Where was I getting shot from then? That was... Alright, so it was an SK8. What was happening there? I think I was getting shot from another building, wasn't I? I was definitely getting shot from another building. Very, very unusual thing to happen in solos, that actually. Duos, yes, because one guy will go in and one guy stays back to cover. Yeah, it's very strange. I'll tell you what, let's dive in and play one more game. Miramar seemed very smooth then, didn't it? It loaded in very quickly. But again, remember, I am using a solid-state drive. So that does kind of make things a little bit better for me. Toad Guy says, notice any major differences? It seems smooth. I think the big thing as well is when we're playing duos and squads, have they improved the matchmaking system? Because I don't know about you, Toady, but we've had nightmares when we've been playing squads. You know, you can't all ready up at the same time. Somebody will say, oh, I can't ready up, I've got to go back to the screen, I've got to restart the game. And it's just a bit rough, you know? And it cuts down your playing time, and it makes people frustrated, and they just bugger off and go and play something else when you're trying to do it. But so we'll see. I won't be needing. This will be my last game. We've got Miramar again. Just really to test it out. It seems all lovely and smooth. I mean, look, 60 frames a second, maybe. They'll just make it look like H1Z1. Then it'll run fast. Tell you. Impossible to get a first-person game in EU at the moment. I totally agree. Yeah, I can't. You know, first-person perspective is my favourite game mode. You know, style. I think it's much more immersive than the third person. I feel like I'm playing Battlefield or Call of Duty, which is a good thing, not bad. So let's see. We are coming in from the northeast. North, is it? I still haven't worked out this map yet. North. Let's see if we can do a bit better this. Yeah, I'm never really very good at the early game. And if I get myself into trouble early on, I tend to... My gunfighting skills are very poor. Maybe I should turn my sensitivity down again. Where are we going to go? Why don't we go somewhere like that? Out of the way. Quiet. Central. It's just in front of that road. Just there. We'll have Picardo to our right. And then depending on where the circle is, we can make our way across the map. Right. What am I flying over? They look like interesting buildings, don't they? Anybody with me? Let's start here. Right, so jelly mold, and loaded in. But again, that's probably the SSD rather than... Ooh, and a tree. Yeah, see, bunk. Normally, all the buildings have loaded in by the time I get to them. I guess if I'd... That makes a change, doesn't it? A scar off the bat. And a vehicle. Oh, gosh. This is too good a start. I'm about to die to a Car 98 shot. Oh, my... Oh, gosh, look at this. Level 2 helmet. Which I've just swapped for my level 1. You know, because I'm that sort of guy. Oh, I'm in the circle. We have many options before us. We could head east to Impala and loot that city at will. I think that's maybe what we'll do. Can't stand the Winchester. up though, that'll do. Take the extended mag just in case we come across a sniper rifle. Oh, which we just have. Let's get rid of the ump. Drop it. And a vest. Oh, somebody upstairs. Shite. Woo! Oh, M1614. Interesting. I think we'll stick with the Scar. I haven't really given the Scar much love recently. And I think it has more punch than the 416. Not quite as accurate, and maybe not as good when you put a 4 times on it. So you should have thrown a grenade at me, mate, not a bloody stun. Thought I heard somebody else. Right, tell you what, let's get out of here. I don't like the fact that people are going to be pushing. Where's that buggy? There it is. They're going to be pushing from that direction, aren't they? We want to head. Ooh. Whoa, 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 that was a big drop. Right, that looks like a nice looking track ahead of us, is it? No. We want to go this way. suppose we could go into La Bendita. It's quite away from the flight path, isn't it? Doors are closed. With a level 2 backpack, can we? See if we can get back up to full health. Always a pleasure to find a little bit more. 556. How much have we got? Oh yeah, we're doing alright. When I'm streaming from my Xbox, the Twitch app puts a nice little bar. Ooh. Over where my ammo is and my health, so I can just about see my health, but I can't see how much ammo I've got. That's pretty close. That was somewhere over there, outside of the crater, though. So maybe we'll have enough time to get this place looted. Yeah, it's definitely to my north-ish. All I'm really wanting now is a nice. I'll tell you what. Let's put that hollow on there. Let's put the red dot on there. I'm very happy that I've got an extended mag for my SKS. Because 10 bullets is rarely enough for someone who's got a terrible aim like myself. Pick up some apples. A nice 4 times. We go down sweet. Although I did get. Oh God, I thought there was somebody in front of me then. I did get a rather nice solo chicken dinner the other day with a SKS with an 8 times on it, which was very nice indeed. In fact, the winning shot came from the SKS. Hear a vehicle. Two vehicles. Where did that other vehicle go? Still got the hollow on that one. 2 times on this, yes. I know another vehicle pulled over there. So, we're still in the circle, aren't we? What's going on? Nice. Always good when you don't really have to do any work. And I think that you kind of saw the power of the Scar there, didn't you, taking that guy down? I mean, he was very silly in the fact that it was obvious, to me anyway, he was going to go that way, and he just ran around the corner without peeking for... What you should do is you peek and you go back. That's always what you do, so that even if you take fire, you can get out of the way and it gives you a chance to heal. Should we do that? See that building up there? So what am I looking for now? I'm looking for 4 times. Suppressors would be... Oh. But otherwise I'm pretty good to go. What we got? We've got 3 med kits. We've got some bandages left. Not really bothered about that. Level 3 bag would be nice. Okay, so what are we going to drop? Should really pick up that jacket, shouldn't I? That was pretty close. Oh, 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 oh. You go inside that house. Did, didn't he? Fucking hell, you got a lot. Excuse my French. You've got to love that SKS, haven't you? Come on, somebody have a nice 4 times for me. I need to find a road to my left. Well, that was a productive little time in... I've had some good shootouts in that crater with the crashed aeroplane, actually. Yeah, because you can hear people coming from a long way away. They tend to assume that it's going to be safe. Oh, God. I like the look at this. Do not like the look of this. I don't know, where do we go? The middle? Where is the middle? There. Whoa! Ooh, we are just not used to this level of verticality, are we? How about this for a hiding place? Right, I need to take some meds. Triggers jump down inventory now. Oh yeah, I can't get used to that. Right, let's have a look at my beautiful 4 times. Oh, look at that. On the SKS. Is it not a beautiful thing? And then what have we got on there? Scar. My lovely hollow. I know people prefer the red dot, and I even have said I was starting to prefer the red dot, but no. Hollow's my thing. What have we got? 70, 96, 150, more than enough. And we're hiding here. In plain sight on top of a box. What could possibly go... Oh god, there's loads of stuff in this warehouse. That could be my advantage. place is covered in doors. Everybody pulling up outside. It's like being in a supermarket. Here they all come. Motorbikes, cars. Haven't heard a... Ooh. Actually, I need to be up like this to be fully mobile. I'd probably be better off lying out there amongst those cars, wouldn't I? I don't know, I just fancy going up high. The tension mounts. I would have thought that'd be the last supply drop. The SKS definitely felt like it had a lot less bounce to it when I was firing it with that guy climbing over the fence. You know, I really rapid fired that as fast as I would probably rapid fire something like the M16. Now I know I was only on a 2 times, so you weren't seeing it quite as much. But what things have I got on it? I've got a cheek pad. Maybe it's the cheek pad that makes the difference. Tell you what, maybe because it's going to be close quarters. Maybe I'm better off having the 2 times. Let's go with the 2 times. Let's see where it ends up. Still 14 people alive. Not much going on. Can't hear anything. As here we are with Scale Speeder on Miramar with the new patch. Gunfire off to his right. Kino LUFC 91 takes down Acrid Zero H-Row with the AK. Goes in. Will he be looting him? Will he do the sensible thing and leave him alone? Sounds like there's another gunfight going on. He's obviously given away his position. Meanwhile, Scale Speeder is sitting on a box, camping. Stanion just killed Dobo 05 with the Mini 14. Kino Luafso gets S15 Apple with the AK. We are into the top 11. Things go quiet again. Can't even hear footsteps. Where will the circle go? It's coming in. The circle is not with our hero, but he has just spotted somebody over there. Has he missed his chance by swatching over to the 4 times? "56 seconds to go." As we see, he marks the map top 8. Right. He'll be boosting now. Going to full boost. It's going to be close quarters combat. Switching over to 2 times on the SKS, thinking about his route. Oh, right. Oh, they've got to go back that way, haven't they? Ooh, they've got to come past me, probably. Oh, he's there again if he'd had the 4 times on. Stop. Ooh, he definitely got owned, didn't he? Right, let's go. I think this match is probably going to end fairly quickly. We're into the top 7. I know I've got a guy to my left. I'm taking the direct route into this. Oh, I'm in the circle now. Don't want to get trapped though. quite like this. This might be a long range one. He's been switching backwards and forwards between the 2 times and the 4 times on the SKS. He's gone for the 4 times. Right, they all must be over the top of that hill. I know there's definitely a guy up there. 1 minute to go. Mad dash. Right, you see somebody? Goes for the Kobe. Oh! Headshot from the Car 98 as he lines up somebody. Made it to the top 10. Got to 5th with 4 kills. And there we have it. That is Miramar. Seems to be playing very smoothly, everybody. This has been patch 15. Is it really patch 15? Have we got to patch 15? Let me just double check my figures. It was indeed patch 15. Yeah, PUBG playing better than ever. Again, take it with a pinch of salt because, again, I am playing with an SSD. Which isn't always, which means that things load in quicker for me. But I don't know, what do you think? After you've played the game, come back to the video, put your comments down below. Send me an email, whatever. And, yeah, let's enjoy PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. And it hasn't crashed. Well, how many games was that? 3. So I don't know. Let's see what happens. Anyway, that's enough from me. Thank you very much for watching. And I will see you again soon.